Hello and welcome to another edition of Outdoor Storytellers. I'm your host, Dan Barth. For this edition, we've come to the Clark Fork River in Montana to go over some tips and techniques for successful fly fishing in the early summer. In the early summer, your fly box should look a lot like this, where you have some medium to large size attractor patterns to sit on top of the water. Then don't forget to have your subsurface flies, because fish's diet, no matter what they're doing, it still remains 80% below the surface. So even if you have a bunch of fish that are feeding to the surface, you can drop a little dropper on there underneath and be really successful. As most of us know, dry fly patterns need to have some type of oil or residue, a waxy surface that you put onto the flies to maintain its integrity throughout the day. It keeps it above water. Here's a tip. Any gas station carries some type of chapstick, and that material that's in the chapstick, that waxy surface, it will work fantastic. Of course, with fly fishing, you need to be able to change up on a moment's notice. The fish may be feeding to one type of insect and that insect only. So actually, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to switch up a little bit and see if we can match exactly to what these fish are feeding on. Now, considering all those things, just because I sound like I know what I'm talking about doesn't mean I can catch fish right away. So while I fly casted to different seams and runs and riffles of water trying to get a few fish, Chase Ogden, Outdoor Storytellers photojournalist, went looking for some wildlife. Here's a hummingbird he found. Nice. A snake. Cool. A frog. Very cool. And even something scurrying around the rocks and near the water. Geez, that thing's quick. And then I got into a few trout. There we go. Let's see if we can get him over here now. Now he hardly fits in the net, as you can see. Look at that fish. This is why we come to the Clark Fork, for the chance at bigger trout like this. And look at the speckling on that fish. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's a beautiful fish. So that shows you can have success in the early summer. Again, using an attractor, maybe a stimulator pattern on the surface, and then running just a little dropper underneath it. And if you don't catch enough trout to eat, maybe you can find a few of these. For Outdoor Storytellers from the Clark Fork River in Montana, I'm Dan Barth.